All right, quick 49ers update here on this Monday afternoon. Kyle Shanahan has just wrapped up his post-win conference call. And for the second straight game, the 49ers post-game injury report is remarkably short. Remember, against the Rams, it was so short that it didn't exist. There were no names on the 49ers post-game injury report. We were like, wow, that's amazing. And then the 49ers seemed to pay for it, maybe in karma, over the course of the bye week, where they lost two players, Sansa Mebucom, a quad injury. That's not a season ender. They expect him back sooner rather than later. But then obviously it was tragedy when Jason Verrett tore his Achilles. So the 49ers suffered through a tougher time in the stretch that didn't involve a game than they did during the Rams game. And then here against the Chargers on Sunday, they suffered only one injury. It was a rolled ankle for rookie wide receiver Danny Gray. He's currently classified as day-to-day. But as far as games go, the past two have brought overall good injury news, with Danny Gray being the only in-game injury for the 49ers against both LA teams. Shanahan on the conference call, the main back and forth, and his main point was that the 49ers' biggest hurdle, the reason that they haven't scored more points offensively, despite the fact that they obviously have a lot of weapons, is because of red zone inefficiency. And that was absolutely true against the Chargers. The 49ers crossed the 10-yard line. They got inside the Chargers' 10-yard line 5 times, yet they only scored 2 touchdowns. So there's a couple takeaways that we can have from that are very logical to make right now. And it's that the 49ers, they had to do a lot right offensively to get inside the Chargers' 10-yard line 5 times. You don't do that if you're an inept offense that can't move the ball at all. So obviously, there is efficiency here. I mentioned a little bit earlier that the 49ers actually ranked number 1 offense DVOA ever since picking up Christian McCaffrey over the past 3 weeks. They did score 31 against the Rams. They scored 23 against the Chiefs, and they scored 22 against the Chargers. The totals against the Chiefs and the Chargers have seemed a little bit too low, right? They've seemed, the 49ers should probably be scoring more. And I think that 30 is a magic number in the NFL, right? The Rams game felt fine, 31 points. Everybody considers that an offensive explosion, but 23 against the Chiefs, 22 against the Chargers have people feeling like the 49ers left something on the table. And Kyle Shanahan agreed. Yeah, we left something on the table is what he said, but it's because we only scored those 2 touchdowns in those 5 red zone trips. If you add just one more touchdown, all of a sudden it's 26 points, right? 4 points for 7 instead of the 3 with the field goal. You add 2 more touchdowns, it is 30, and I think that people stop freaking out. Now, the difference could have been found in Brandon Ayuk's drop. That would have been 4 more points had he caught that ball. And then Kyle Shanahan talked about the first red zone possession where he thought that a running play should have scored the 49ers a touchdown. That's the one where I have particularly big problems with the play calling, because I thought that they ran what looked like to be this same play 2 plays in a row on second and third down. On second down, it gained some yardage with Christian McCaffrey. On third down, it certainly didn't. And when your pass game is leading the way and Jimmy Garoppolo is playing as well as he is right now, to me, it's not fair to not give Jimmy Garoppolo and the pass offense a shot in the red zone on at least one of those downs, second or third down. And the 49ers did not do that. Either way, 4 points left on the board there, 4 points left on the board in the Brandon Ayuk drop situation. Add those two together, that's 8, and the 49ers were 8 points short of 30. Their red zone efficiency this year is 56%, which ranks number 16 in the league. Last season, they were exactly 54%, which ranks number 16 in the league. Last year, they were exactly 10 points higher. They're at 64%, and that ranked number 4 in the league. So the 49ers will look to climb back up to that. Remember, it's tougher to operate within the constricted spaces of the red zone. Other 49ers news today, they worked out a quarterback, Jacob Eason, formerly of Washington, played not of the Washington Commanders, the Washington Huskies in college. Just going through the rounds there, looking to potentially add depth if they like him better than, say, Kurt Benkert. And then they worked out a group of wide receivers, Kawan Baker, Jamarcus Bradley, Javon Clark, Javon McKinley, and Daz Newsome. Obviously, I opened this by saying that Danny Gray is day-to-day with an ankle injury. So those could be just-in-case workouts for the 49ers. The 49ers also put in a waiver claim on former Chargers defensive tackle Jerry Tillery, fourth-year player, waived last week, but the 49ers were one of 8 teams to put in a claim for Tillery, and it was the Raiders who were able to land him instead. The 49ers, because they went all the way to the NFC Championship game last year, are lower on the waiver claim order, so it's not as likely that they are able to land a player like Jerry Tillery, former first-round pick. Anyway, that's the news. Short injury report. You can be happy about that if you're a 49ers fan. And Kyle Shanahan's explanation was also interesting. I have the full recording of the Kyle Shanahan conference call up on the channel, so go ahead and check that out. Like the video, sub to the channel. Talk to you all soon. Thank you.